It looks so magnificent.
Yeah,
I
we
am on
are
Carlton Hill. Oh my
Carlton Hill.
God. As you can Hello, lovely viewers. Good day and welcome back to my channel. My name is Isaac Idupobi, a senior support worker currently living in the UK. If today is your first time of joining me on this channel, I say a very big welcome. And to my subscribers, I say thank you for being with me up to this point. I know most of you do view my videos, but I've realized that most of you have not yet subscribed to it. So if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, I would want you to subscribe, like, share, and turn your post notification button on so that whenever I post new videos, YouTube will recommend them to you. Now, let's get straight into the video. With cost of living crisis going up day in and day out, I would know that one thing that most of us want to do is to cut down on our expenses to make sure that we are within budget. Trust me, these days a lot of things has gone up and a lot of things has increased, and it's affecting all nations over the world, not just the UK. And I sat down and I said to myself, as an immigrant or probably as an international student who has a budget to work with, probably you work for only just 20 hours or you even have a family to cater for, it would mean that you'd really have to budget in such a way that it doesn't make you bankrupt in the end. So in today's video, I would want to talk about some supermarkets in the UK that you could shop at when you come to the UK as an immigrant, or even if you're already here, to help you cut down on some of your expenses. So just follow me right through to the end of the video and you'll get to find out some supermarkets that I would say are very cheap to shop from and will help you to save a lot of money in the UK. Now, the first supermarket that I would want to talk about that I would recommend to immigrants or international students to shop in is Aldi. Yes, Aldi, and it's spelled ALDI. So Aldi is one of the supermarkets that have humble prices that you could actually get about 35 items costing you only £70 or 70 quid. And they have like a lot of discounted products as well that you could also look at. If you are new to the UK, I wouldn't recommend you going to, convenience stores, because trust me, you could get just 3 items for £10, which is very, very expensive. So I would advise that, you check out Aldi. Just if you have Aldi in your vicinity, and even if it's 30 minutes from where you live or whatsoever, it is best compared to shopping in other convenience stores that you'd end up, spending a lot of money on something that you can get in Aldi and spend just under £70. So Aldi is one of the supermarkets that I would recommend to immigrants or international students due to, the humble price that they've got. Imagine buying about 40 items and you end up paying just £77 as compared to going to other stores like convenience stores and you get these same items for almost £120. So you just have to be smart and weigh your options. The next supermarket I would want to talk about is Lidl. Yes, Lidl is spelled Lidl. So Lidl is also another supermarket that I would recommend to international students to get their food items from. Lidl also has humble prices, same as Aldi. And depending on the things that you'd also want to buy, mostly if you buy in bulk, you end up getting discounts as well. So you could check Lidl out. One thing that I've always advised myself on, or a strategy that I adopt, is I know as an African or as a Ghanaian, I would want to probably eat something made from home. And so I would love to maybe try some jollof rice or whatever. And so I'd want to get some of these food items from the African shop. I'm not here to speak against anyone's business, But trust me, if you go to African shops, things are very expensive, like very, very expensive. You can take £50 and get only 3 or 4 food items to buy. Yes, because they do factor in because they have to export most of the products from Africa and other parts of the world. They have to include all these things in the prices. So what I do is, if let's say I want to prepare like fufu, a local dish in Ghana, what I do is I look at the ingredients I can get from Aldi or probably Lidl, and then I'll look at the ingredients that I can get from the African shop, and I'll just improvise and cut down on my cost. That's a strategy that I've adopted. But yes, there is one of the supermarkets that you could look at. You can get about 35 food items for £80, which is very, very, very good compared to other convenience stores or street shops whereby you end up spending a lot. So if you are new to the UK, I would recommend you shopping with Lidl. The next on my list is Asda. Yes, Asda. So Asda is also a supermarket I recommend to most immigrants or international students. They also have, how do you call it, affordable prices, from food items to home appliances, to body care. They have discounted amounts and they have products to also fit into your budget. And there are other brands that you could also try. Asda is quite big. I realized that comparing Asda to a shop like Lidl, there are some food items that I wouldn't find in Lidl, but I'll find in Asda. And due to how big Asda is, you are able to get whatever you need. And I think that's one thing I love about Asda, because I remember I went to Lidl to get some food items, to prepare something to eat, and I realized that they didn't have those food items. I had to go to Asda to get it. Asda has a lot of things. For me, that's how I see it. From my point of view, they have a lot of products as compared to let's say Lidl and Aldi. Yeah, so I would also recommend Asda to you, that you could also have a look, compare the prices. If you realize that, okay, I think with these products, Asda has the best price as compared to Lidl or Audi, then you are good to go. So yeah, that's Asda. The next on the list that you could also look at is Morrisons. Yes, Morrisons. Morrisons is a shop or a supermarket in the UK where you can also buy food stuff. Morrisons has a lot of discounts as well. Sometimes they'll tell you that if you can buy 3 items for £5 because it's been discounted, or you can buy 4 for £5, which is very good. So if you realize that when you are checking out, they'll give you the total amount that you have to pay, and they'll give you your balance due after making all the deductions. And that is something that I really love about Morrisons. I sometimes do shop in Morrisons and realize that if, let's say, I want to buy maybe shortbread, because I like shortbread a lot, and one shortbread costs about £1.75, and let's say there's a discount to say that 3 for £5, definitely I'll go for 3 for £5, because probably after balancing out everything, you realize that maybe the £1.75 for £1.80, it's expensive as compared to buying 3 for £4 or £5. And that's one thing I really love about Morrisons as well. They have most of these supermarkets, not just Morrisons, they do have club cards, which gives you discounted amount, and you could even use these club cards to shop as well and cut down on your cost. So yeah, Morrisons is a supermarket that you can look at when you come to the UK. The next on my list is Sainsbury's. Yeah, Sainsbury's. So Sainsbury's is one of the supermarkets as well that you could look at. I remember when I first came to the UK, I'm like, okay, let me walk into Sainsbury's and see how things are. Trust me, some of their things are very expensive. And I feel that, these supermarkets are made to suit some class category. Yeah, I'm in the UK. Realize that Sainsbury, I'm not trying to say that it's only those who are in the middle class or the rich class who do shop in Sainsbury's. No, but you realize that how they do price their things are kind of a bit expensive. And if you have 70 pounds, I doubt you can get 35 items for 70 pounds, even though they do have discounts and stuff. But yeah, it's up to you. The choice is yours. If there are some products that you can find in Sainsbury that you can't get those same products in Asda and they are not too expensive, why not? You can just go for it. But for me, I don't really shop in Sainsbury's unless maybe I'm very hungry and I just want to get something and I just get maybe a sandwich or a burger or whatever, and then I get it and I just come back home. But on a normal day, I would prefer the other shops like the other supermarkets like Aldi or Lidl or Asda as compared to Sainsbury's. So yeah, that's Sainsbury's. You can check it out. You can just go and check their prices, just compare and decide. So the next supermarket on the list that I want to talk about is Tesco. Yeah, so Tesco is another brand that I really like using. Some of their products they are affordable, but there are others that you realize that they are way expensive. One thing I'll tell you is there's Tesco and there's Tesco Express. One thing I've realized is that Tesco Express is expensive. Like there are things that are expensive as compared to Tesco. I don't know the reason why, but probably I'm sure maybe it's a franchise or something like that. Tesco is another supermarket that you can check and shop from. So they also have club cards that you could scan when you are checking out from the supermarket, and you could use the club cards as well. And one trick that you can also adapt is if you check the club card section, just check the bottom part. You realize the date that that particular product will be available on the till or the due date to probably make use of the club card discounted prices. And then you could buy it and get a discount on it. Simple as that. You just have to be smart around things. And with this, you could end up cutting down on your expenses. So yeah, guys, I don't take really much of your time, but these are some of the supermarkets that you could try and look at and shop in. I know that probably it's not following in that order, but I started with most of the supermarkets that have got affordable prices that you could shop at, or you could buy your food items or whatever and improvise with probably the African product that you buy from the African shop or the Asian market or whatsoever. So these are the supermarkets that you can have a look at. Thank you very much for granting me your audience up until now. If you really enjoyed this content, I would want you to hit the subscribe button, like, share, so that whenever I post new videos, YouTube will recommend them to you. And remember to also turn your post notification button on. I believe it's been informative and you've learned a lot. So until then, I'll see you in my next video, which promises to be exciting. Peace. Shalom. God bless. Bye bye.